Good morning, student. Today we are going to discuss the story Alice in Wonderland from Unit 4 of Marigold book. So, children, let's begin the story. Here there are two words, Alice and Wonderland. Alice is the name of a girl, and Wonderland, this word is made by two words, that is wonder and land. The meaning of word wonder is amazing or surprising. So a land which is full of surprising is called a wonderland. Now let's read and understand the story in which Alice reaches a wonderland. One day, Alice was lying under a tree listening to her sister reading a story. Suddenly, she saw a white rabbit scamper by. He had pink eyes and was wearing a blue coat. He took out a big watch from his waistcoat pocket, and as he hurried away, he said, "Oh dear, I will be too late." So, children, Alice was listening to a story which her sister was reading, and she was lying under a tree. Suddenly, Alice, or we can say she saw a rabbit scamper by. Here, the word is scamper. The meaning of word scamper is to move quickly, or we can say to move quickly with light step. He was also worried. It looked like because he was late, and because of this, he took out his watch from his waistcoat pocket and started moving quickly. She thought there was something very different about this rabbit. It could talk, it wore a red waistcoat, and it carried a watch also. So, children, in this paragraph, it is given that Alice found the rabbit. Alice found the rabbit to be a very different one. It looked like very strange because it could talk. It wore a red waistcoat and carried a watch also. So, because of this reason, she think and she thought it is a very strange rabbit. Alice wondered, a talking rabbit? A rabbit who wears a waistcoat? Alice was burning with curiosity and she followed the white rabbit. So, students, here Alice was surprised or amazed to see the strange rabbit because it was very strange, or we can say it was very different from other rabbits. So, students, do you know why Alice was wondered, why Alice was surprised, and why Alice was amazed? Yes, because it could talk. It wore a red waistcoat and having a, or you can say carried a watch also. So because of this reason, she wondered, she amazed, she surprised and got curious and started following him. Here the word is curious. So what is the meaning of curious? It means someone who is eager to know anything and everything. Anything and everything. The rabbit started running and Alice followed the rabbit. The rabbit suddenly popped down a large rabbit hole. Alice jumped into the rabbit hole too. The rabbit went down and down and down and down into the rabbit hole. So, students, in this paragraph, it is given that the rabbit start running and Alice was following the rabbit, and it suddenly popped down a large rabbit hole. And when the rabbit popped down the rabbit hole, Alice also jumped into the hole after him. Alice also jumped into the hole after him. Alice said aloud, "Where am I? How many miles down have I fallen? I must be getting somewhere near the center of the earth." She wondered. She wondered. Here, now in the paragraph, it is given that Alice said loudly, means speak loudly, that where was she? Where am I? She was confused. She was confused about the distance. She thought she was somewhere near the center of the earth and maybe slip through the earth of the other side. So she was totally confused. Thump. Alice landed on a pile of dry leaves. She looked around quickly and suddenly saw the white rabbit again. It disappeared, saying, "Oh, my ears and whisker, how late it is getting." Now, while following the rabbit into the rabbit hole, Alice landed, or we can say fall, on a heap or pile of dry leaves. Here, file means is a collective noun. Then after, she stood up and looked around, and fortunately she found the rabbit again. She found the white rabbit again. And now when she found the white rabbit, it just after it disappeared, or we can say it invisible. It's become invisible by saying, "Oh, my ears and whisker." Now here is also new word. Whisker means whiskers are the long hair on the face of the rabbit. Alice stood up. Alice stood up and saw a small door about 15 inches high. It was too small for her to go through. She saw a glass table with a golden key on it. She tried the little golden key in the lock, and to her delight, it fitted. Now, children, Alice stood up on the pile of the dry leaves, and then she saw a small door which height about 15 inch, or we can say which was 15-inch height, but it was too small for her, so she cannot go inside. She wants to go inside, but she can't go inside. Even she cannot pass her head through this. Then she saw a glass table, and on this table there was a golden key, and on this table, on this glass table, there was a key. It's made by golden. There was a golden key also. This key was kept on the glass table. Then after she tried to open the door, to open the lock by this golden key, and then she was very happy to see it, because now the door, or we can say lock, is opened. Alice opened the door and looked into the loveliest garden she had ever seen. When Alice opened the door with the golden key she had found on the glass table, because before this there was a glass table and this key is on it, she had found on the glass table. She saw a very beautiful and lovely garden that she had ever seen. How she longed to be among those bed of bright flowers and those cool fountains. The Alice wanted to go among those bright flowers and cool fountains that she was watching from the door. But she could not even get her head through the doorway, because the door was so small that she could not even pass her head. Oh, how I wish I could become Smaller, she exclaimed loudly. Now she exclaimed loudly. She wanted to become smaller so that she could pass through the door and enjoy the beautiful bright flowers and cool mountains also. So now new words is